So let's start off a new relationship. I think we've been in and out of a few. Um, where would you like to meet this person? We'll go with someone near home this time. Who would you like to meet? We've got Cindy, Louise, Marion, Ruth, Betsy, Anne, Marcia, and Henrietta. We'll go with Louise this time. You've chosen to meet with Louise. Her characteristics may be described as follows. She's not very trustworthy. She's very gentle, very calm, not very happy, very confident, and very attractive. Meet Louise down the block. You chose what you believe to be an appropriate time and place and ask for a date. To ask for a date, you should ask her for a date, and she accepts. Louise accepts. So we got a date with her. Her trustworthiness is again a bit of a off-put, considering hers is quite low, and that will potentially influence ours. Ours has gone up quite a bit. It's yeah, physicalness is stagnant. Calmness is the one that we really need to get up. We'll go for these two, and then we'll go with a date on Louise. A group of kids you hardly know have just made fun of you. Usually this might not bother you, but lately you've been feeling down in the dumps about a lot of things. Physical appearance has been disappointing you. Your family has been giving you a hard time about almost everything. No one seems to be saying or doing anything positive towards you. You have a bad case of the blues. Yeah. This is another one where if you do suicidal and you can go get drunk and stoned. Again, this is a bit extreme, and it again reflects on your other traits, I believe. It's one of the things, like, if you get drunk and stoned while suicidal, you just go and off yourself, or you do too much, or something like that. It's just way too over the top. So we will feel a bit sad about it. Overall, we're still probably the type of person that can get over it. We'll talk to a friend about it. Explain your problems to your friends. Your friend seems very supportive, but every time you list a complaint to your friend, lists one of his own problems. But you begin to think that that he isn't listening. The conversation doesn't turn out to be very helpful. Well, that's unfortunate, and that means probably we failed from what we had there. John, a very close friend of yours, has been very depressed lately. Seen him moping around in halls at school, keeping to himself. One day when you're running an errand, your teacher on the top floor of the building, for a teacher on the top floor of the building, you see a shadow swaying on a school roof. Peer through the designs on the glass wall, straining to see what's happening out there. It's John. You call out to him and discover that he's planning to jump off. He wants you to go away and make believe you didn't see him. He starts talking about wanting to be at peace. He refers to rock stars that have died and how he'll have a chance to be with them. Suddenly, while he's talking, John loses his footing and begins to fall off the roof. He's able to grab onto the flagpole that is attached to the side of the building. He looks frightened and begins to cry. We don't have the physical... Oh, shit. Well, that's a bugger. I thought we could press escape and do it, and that cancelled out a bit. I was going to say, we don't have the physical ability to probably help him myself. Or we don't really even have the calmness. But I think the calmness is taking a dive. No, it's always been that. Well, that's a really shitter, because now we don't know what's the fate of John. We'll never know. I think in that situation, if you don't have the physical ability, which we probably don't, you try grabbing him and he just falls to his death. I don't know if you can even get help, but I suppose that you're going to try that time. Let's see if that was going to do it. So let's go on a date with whatever the fucking girl's name is. It's a new guy at school. His name is Chet Clark. He's built like a linebacker and has handsome, rugged, good looks. 2 weeks after he arrives at school, he's made every major sports team. Friend informs you that Chet asked Louise about the date. How do you feel about this? A bit anxious. I don't blame you for getting a bit jittery over hulking words like shit trying to ask your girlfriend for a date. What are you going to do about it? We'll talk to Louise and just go, I have a feeling I know why you're so worried. Louise isn't really that trustworthy, is she? Well, what you feared might happen actually did. Louise has fallen for Chet. She tells that she no longer wants to see you. They deserve one another. Well, let's meet someone else. We don't need fucking Louise. We'll meet someone outside away from school and home. And we'll meet Ruth this time. This time she's very gentle. She's sorry, not very trustworthy, which again is a bit of a downer because I want to get those kind of areas up. But yeah, let's carry on. You and your friend are hanging around in the bathroom together. Your friend takes out some magic markers and begins writing on the walls. He asks you if you want to write something too. What will you do? Let's do it. Fuck it. You draw a figure of a female and label some of the more interesting parts. If the labels weren't so descriptive, your picture would be practically impossible to recognize. You and your friend are snickering at the picture and deciding what girl's name to put above it when you hear a distinctive sound. Flush. Mr. Black was evidently on the can while you were redecorating the bathroom. Attention, gentlemen. Mr. Black's ex-Marine drill sergeant. The two of you have forward Harch to the principal's office. You got in trouble again. There's me someone new. Near home, and go with Marsha. We keep on getting people that are not very trustworthy, which is again what I'd rather not have. You're still too much young to buy liquor, but your friends want to get wasted tonight. They plan on waiting outside the liquor store and asking older customers to buy it for them. Oh, that's alright. Let's do it. Almost everyone refuses to make a purchase for you. Eventually you give up and find something else to do. You muster up the courage to ask Faith Morgan, voted as the hottest bod in the century by fellow classmates, out on a date. She looks you up and down, rolls her eyes and says, "Be real." Alright, let's just walk away. You guys may be turning, but outside you stay cool, calm and collected. You are confident, but rejection is hard to take no matter, at your age, no matter how well adjusted you are. You probably meet someone who can appreciate the things in you. When you do, Faith becomes interested in you and tries to steal you away. Now's your chance to remember the hottest spot of the century. Ooh, what are we going to do? Let's fly into her arms. Fool, she breaks up with you 2 days after you go out with her. This girl's only interested in guys she can't have. You're currently madly in love with a girl who's having a birthday next week. You try to think of what to get her. She's hinted at a very expensive piece of jewelry. It'll just about wipe out your life savings. You can choose to buy it if you choose to buy it for her. Well, see if we can do something else. You can still be generous and not sell your blood to pay for gifts. Your intellectual CEO shows that you're smart enough to come up with an inventive gift idea which she loves, which doesn't leave you penniless. Early in the evening, a friend's mother appears mysteriously at the door and asks to speak with your mother. From another room, you can hear the woman saying that you've been a bad influence on her son, and that your mother should try hard and raise you the right way. The complaints, by the way, are totally unjustified. First, you barely know his son, and second, he's the biggest juvenile delinquent in town, without your help or anyone else's. We'll go to talk to Mum afterwards. You're obviously confident this woman's not being totally accurate. You guess your mother won't believe a word of what she's saying. Naturally, she doesn't. You chose the most mature set of responses. This episode contains... While sitting around the house with a girlfriend one night, she says she wants to give you a manicure. Oh, well, okay, sure. Letting your friend groom you puts her in a romantic mood. After she finishes the job, you get cozy on a couch and have a hot and heavy time. Unfortunately, the next day, your friends see your polished nails and rag you on a few days about it. Little do they know. Let's go on a date with our present partner. No one is home except you and Marsha. You're necking with her, locked in a passionate horizontal embrace on the couch. Suddenly you hear a faint click. Someone's coming in. Ooh, this is a tricky one. Let's pretend we didn't hear it. No need to make excuses for true love, eh, Romeo? As it turns out, it's just the sound As it turns out, the sound was just an outside noise anyway. No matter, the only thing that could have disturbed the two of you was a major earthquake, and that might have made things a bit more interesting. Oh yeah, love those earthquakes. You know, considering I live in New Zealand, and yeah, bastards. A cousin of yours asked if you'd like to inherit his weight set. Let's go for it, let's do it. You can work out a schedule, and with 3 months there's a noticeable improvement in the way your body looks. After a few compliments from the girls, you begin slack off. Physical sphere definitely improves. Oopsie. Sorry, I'd like to box. Let's meet someone new. In school, and Marion. Sweet, so she's moderately trustworthy. That's good. And she's accepted our call for a date. Physicalness has gone up by about 20%. Our calmness is still bloody low. Let's do another physical one. You and your friends are going to the city this weekend to get tattooed. Oh, I'm keen. Jimmy the Pen runs a tattoo shop. There are a table full of needles in front of you. Oh, let's go for it. What type of tattoo would you get? A bald eagle. The tattoo is more painful than I imagined it would be. You must leave a bandage on it until it becomes a scab. For a few days it oozes blood. Let's tell our parents about it. For some reason they don't find it all that attractive. As a matter of fact, your mother nearly faints at the sight of it. Eventually learn to accept it. But deep inside it's one of the things that they'll never understand. You're hanging around your friend's house. There's nobody home but you and he. Your friend goes into the parents' bedroom and emerges a small yellow box. Oh shit. He opens it and shows you his father's gun, a chrome revolver. Let's see if we can tell him to put away. Acting anxious might cause your friend to tease you or egg you on with a gun. He did a dangerous thing by taking the gun out. One or both of you could have been killed. Intellectual sphere increases. Let's go on a date. Getting ready for a big date with Marion. How nervous are you about it? We are nervous, but not really nervous. You run your hands across your face while watching. Notice a sensitive bump on the right in the center of your forehead. A big red pimple. Squeeze it carefully. Everyone knows that you can't squeeze a pimple carefully. You obviously have chosen to ignore everything you heard and read about squeezing pimples. You get a big red mark on your face, the kind of third eye. Fortunately, confidence characteristics is very high, so it doesn't interfere with your day. You have a wonderful evening with Marion. This one should be actually, we could potentially be doing vocational stuff now, or working now, because we got fuck all money. Anyway, on the back of an old Matchbox cover you see an offer that promises the possibility of a free scholarship if you can draw Winnie, a cartoon character, on the inside flat. Let's have a go at it. I mean, there's no loss to it. Your pictures return with the offer to enroll on Hood Study course sponsored by the International Institute of Constructive Creative Painting and Art. Tuition of this course is waived because you qualify for full scholarship. There is a $499 plus state sales where applicable fee for tools and materials. Are you interested in purchasing these materials? Well, let's see if we can get our parents to do it. Yeah, we don't have enough money. That's unfortunate because that would have been quite good. Let's see if we can be a clerk in... Okay. Fuck you then. Alright. We can't take any of the jobs at the moment, but we'll do something else. We'll do this one. Shit. I didn't even see what it was. Works. There's a very open mindset of choices. You arrive at the country club waiting to meet Dad's boss's daughter, when all of a sudden a movie star walks up to you. Your eyes glaze, your mouth gets dry, and you must concentrate very hard to prevent your tongue from dropping out. Could this be Matilda? Nope, it's some lady who thinks you work there parking cars. Matilda arrives complete with braces, pigtails, and squeaky laugh. As night goes on, you find out she's not so bad. Dad gets a raise the following week. Now, how about the company picnic next month? So we went on a date with Matilda, but yeah. So I bugged up a few things in the past few episodes. Let's go on a date with Marion. Marion spent the afternoon with her parents, visiting friends of the family. When you see Marion, she can't stop talking about John, their son. When Marion and John were younger, everyone joked about how nice it would be if they married and when they got older. Isn't that cute? Anyway, Marion goes on to tell you that John grew up to be an absolute hunk with cutest little dimples on his cheeks. After she finishes her detailed description, she squeals, "He looks just like one of those calendar models. I could have died." How do you feel about this? Oh, a bit threatened, of course. It's understandable. From what I understand of Marion, she's not the most trustworthy type. I know it's difficult to hear, but it's one of her characteristics when you met her earlier. You should examine why you'd want to stay with someone who you might not trust completely. Is it just you being overly concerned, or is there really a danger that she may abandon you for her first gorgeous available guy that comes along? And that's a bit harsh, because she was moderately trustworthy, so we don't have that big risk running like we did with previous girlfriends, so it's a bit unfair, I feel. But let's see if we can apply for a job. Okay, there's none available at the movie theatre. No, we'll see if we can do. No, I mean just any job at this age. Alright, we're cooking the drugstore. Alright, sweet. So we'll have some sort of steady income coming in, that's alright. Even though we're just working at McDonald's basically, we're making money.